In today's video, we're going to revamp the Upwork profiles of a mechanical CAD designer and a lead generation specialist. So let's start with this profile. Mechanical CAD designer, 2D, 3D, as-built drawing support. We're going to start from the top and go to the bottom and just highlight some key things that really should improve in order to get more clients. So overall, the title seems fitting. I mean, it covers the target keywords that the client's going to be looking for. Mechanical CAD designer, 2D and 3D. I don't know if you need this many lines between each one. It could just say 2D, comma 3D, as-built drawing support. I'm sure that's I don't know much about CAD design, but it seems like that is a phrase that the target audience likely uses. I would go ahead and capitalize D and S just to keep it grammatically consistent with the rest of your job title. Overall, this type of work is definitely worth more than 20 an hour. I know if you're from India, the exchange rate's different. 20 an hour might seem like a lot more. If you're trying to get clients in America, though, you might want to bump it up into the 30 plus range. But again, you have to do your research on other CAD designers who are doing well. What are they charging? And try to find other profiles of freelancers that have a similar strength of portfolio to you, and what are they charging? Now, with your job description, do you need an excellent drafting service, technical drawing, concept plan, and detailing? So you want these first two sentences of the description. I've talked about it a lot. It's very important that you highlight your target audience, what their goal A is, as in what is the reason, what are they trying to accomplish by hiring you initially that will eventually lead to their business growing and them getting more sales. But what is the initial goal that they have? Are you trying to ... Are you a startup tech company trying to, whatever their goal is, trying to design a new product? That could be their goal A, that they're trying to figure out a product design. They need a CAD designer to design that product. In that case, then you can definitely revamp this first sentence to be able to reflect that. Yeah, you don't need things like, if you have a few minutes today, let's discuss your business needs and ensure fulfillment. That's all just a bunch of filler words that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I think these next two spots right here are not necessary at all. You could literally delete both of these, talking about how you'll get it in 1 to 2 days. I don't know if you want to lock yourself into a time frame in your profile description and instead just discuss that in each individual proposal. And if you're getting interviewed, what you think the time frame would be for that specific project, because it totally depends on the scope of that project what the time frame will be. So I wouldn't lock yourself into a specific time frame here. I think this is all good. Confident to deliver services on any of these below. The wording of this is a little odd. Maybe just say my specialties, and then it's good that you outline all these different specifics of things that you can do and what skills you have within mechanical design. And then, different software that you're able to use, that's fine. Please drop a message for any question or requirement. That's, again, an oddly worded sentence. Ready to assist you quickly, combining my 15 plus years of professional experience and ability to complete 50 plus projects in past outside of Upwork. So yeah, overall, there's some grammatical issues. I would consult somebody who's very fluent in English who can rework some of this to have just better grammar, better sentence structure. That's going to be important if you're trying to get clients in the US, because it's really important to them to be able to have very solid English skills. But overall, just revamp those first couple sentences to highlight the target audience, the client's goal A. Delete this, have a stronger closing paragraph here, because these two sentences are just kind of confusing. Maybe it can be something like highlighting a past success from one of your past clients or something. Or you want to point them towards an area where they can find more of your portfolio and what you've done. So you can say, hey, check out my work below, and specifically look at, this piece or something. or I would recommend getting an Upwork profile video created, and you can point towards that. And I talk about that extensively in other videos, where you really want to have a video where you're showing off how you go about approaching your work, you're teaching something. So I'd work on getting some kind of a video together to put over here. With you doing CAD design, I would make sure the first image in your portfolio is an actual image like this one, because that's what's going to show up in Upwork search when people are scanning through profiles. They're going to see the first image in your profile next to your profile name. So they don't want to see something like this that has a bunch of text when they're looking for a designer. So I would reorder this to have one of the images come first. And that's good for this one for now. Let's move on to the next profile. Romeo, lead generation specialist, LinkedIn sales navigator, lead scraping. Okay, overall, this is this is a fairly SEO friendly job title. You've got, lead generation specialist. That is a phrase that I know is used pretty often for people looking for help with lead generation. Getting more specific with LinkedIn Sales Navigator, I think that's pretty good too, in the fact that some clients are literally just looking for somebody that's really good with LinkedIn Sales Navigator, lead scraping. Overall, I think the title's pretty good. Again, I double check that with researching what other freelancers are using that are doing well and what is in their job title, and also looking at job posts from your clients and how are they wording looking for lead generation help, looking for LinkedIn help. How are they wording that in their job posts? And then you can adjust your job title accordingly if needed. Okay, $5 an hour is very, very low for a lead generation specialist. I know you're from the Philippines. I know that the exchange rates are different. But if you're looking for a high quality client, I still wouldn't charge as low as $5 an hour. That would communicate to a client that you just don't know what you're doing. Even if you're from the Philippines, I would charge at least 20. And yes, you can work your way up from there to get to 30, 40, 50, etc. But I'd probably charge at least 20. I mean, if you don't have much of a portfolio, which so far I'm not seeing any portfolio here, then maybe you drop it down to 15. But overall, that's my advice with the pricing. Okay, overall in your description, again, like I say in almost most profiles, you need to rework that first sentence. That's where you're going to get the clicks. That's where people are going to click to your profile because of how this first sentence is worded. Think about who your target audience is. What types of businesses have you done lead generation work for the most, or that you feel like you can really do the best job? And then highlight that type of business, who is your target client, in that first sentence. And then also make sure to mention their goal A. So let's say your target client is a creative agency. They're a startup. You would say something in that first sentence like, are you a startup creative agency looking for fresh, high quality leads so you can grow your email list and audience? You want to make sure you tie what you do into their goal A. Their goal A might be to grow an email list from those leads. Their goal A might be to start to build an audience with those leads. Of course, their goal B is going to be sales and business growth, but their goal A with lead generation is to, get leads, right? And leads come in the form usually of them submitting an email. And so that all needs to be mentioned in your first sentence. Don't just say I'm helping you find leads. Why? Why are they looking for more leads? What is their goal that they're trying to achieve by getting more leads? All of that needs to be in this first sentence, and the target client that you want to be working with the most should be in that first sentence. And then overall, you elaborate more on what you use, LinkedIn Sales Navigator, and that's good. What you specialize in. I can help you get verified names, companies, emails, numbers within your target industry. So it's good you're elaborating even more on what types of leads that you can help them find. And then you outline some additional skills here: data mining, data entry, email list building, Microsoft Office. And that's fine as well. Overall, your description is a good length. This is not too long, not too short, but the rest of the profile needs some work because, again, the hourly rate needs to change. You don't have a portfolio here. If you've been doing this since 2018 and it's 2023, you must have some kind of a portfolio. So even though you may have not had clients on Upwork, You need to build out a portfolio from clients you've had outside of Upwork, and you need to start pulling in some images to prove the work you've done for them and upload those images to the portfolio section in your Upwork profile. And that's going to lead to you getting more clients. That's all going to help strengthen this, that with you being brand new on Upwork, you've got to put together some kind of portfolio. Even if you never had a freelance client before, but you've had employee jobs where you've done some kind of lead generation work, that needs to be pulled into your portfolio. There's always something you can pull from to create a portfolio that can then help you get clients. With no portfolio, you're not going to find clients. Even if you're fresh out of college, you'll still have a portfolio, even if it's a bunch of work you did for free to practice. That is enough to prove. You need something to prove that you know what you're doing. That's what a portfolio is. You don't have to have past freelance clients or paying clients to create a portfolio. So I'd say that's really the biggest thing missing from your profile, is some kind of a portfolio to prove that you know what you're doing. So that's it for today. If anyone else wants to submit their profile, be sure to go to freelancefamilyman.com and go to the contact section, submit your name and email and your Upwork profile, and I will consider reviewing that in a future video. Also, if you have proposals that you want me to review, go ahead and submit those proposals, and I can do videos on that as well, where I pick that apart and help you improve your proposals, because that's, if you're going to be spending money on connects because you're not getting invites yet to jobs, you've got to make sure your proposals are really, really good. So send those to me and I will help workshop with you on those. With that said, I hope you have a great day.